Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well, watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get started. Let's go. Come on, set. 1500. Here we go, G.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about
touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Wait, that 53! Come on, let's go. Check out regular.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Wait, that, ready? Alert! Hey, we got 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line. Mike 51. Watch the flag. Yeah, watch the flag. Motion, off. Slam.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And that is incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say, this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Brady. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady going to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Good job, D. Good job.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to power it ahead with one. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive but at the same time,
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here it comes. Jim, take it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and it's second down.
Watch the twins.
Second and 12 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, try. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Yup. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the pass.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Jerome Baker again on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 36, Taylor steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down, it's Drake. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Move. 31's the mic. Oh, you got D? Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check nickel.
Let's go! Go Bandit!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check 26. Check 26. My ball. Under 10. 10.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Watch twist. 36.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Taylor hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Let's go, D.
They go play action now. Taylor. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Hey! Cut! Shoot! Slam! Kill! Go! He's crashing! Check and crash! Alert flare!
They snap it at one. Now it's Taylor. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Go. Mike 51. Hey, calm down. Hey, let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Strong right. Out. 3 down. Out. Showing it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Taylor now, operating from the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get in the weight room. Take 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Wait, that 380. Rip.
Keep 39.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Brady on third down. Completes it to Aguilar. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's see what you got. Check. Press down.
Hey, go 66.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this time Brady will throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Take 3. 218, jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check it, reload. Check Ozzy. Hey, Charlie.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Wait, that. 980.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4.
Hey, 66.
31 to Mike. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, let's get them hoes.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gordon.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Now Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
51's to Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 51. Mike 51.
4th down. Here's Taylor. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touch. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
The Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah Noah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
No, 66. Alpha.
To throw, it's Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call that a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Banks. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Brady finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. To throw again on second down. Brady, he's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the home team here, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles, we'll see you next time.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot
crash, honey yacht, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina.